Sometimes you get the breaks, other times you don't get the breaks, and Rick Bowness not happy. And I have to say this, I'm not surprised that he would do this.
Schultz in hesitation, allowing Smith to take the puck, and he scores! Creating confusion for Justin Schultz. And Craig Smith on his toes, a great read.
Victory in round 1 of 3 against the Caps.
The Leafs have 35 wins now. The Caps dropped to 28, 18, and 9. They remain at 65 points. The Leafs have won 3 in a row.
The 5 games in a row of a win, and the streaks of Ovechkin, career high 14 games with at least a point, have come to a close with this one. The Tampa Bay Lightning are going to even the series. One is turned into the empty net with 1 second left.
This series is all tied up, Doc, and the road teams have done the job in the first 4 games.
Chipped in. Here's a chance. Scores! 35-33, the final shots in favor of Ottawa. And Robin Leonard frustrated heading off.
He's got to stop this. I mean, that's part of growing up as a goaltender, and that will come with time.
This, though, is a bit concerning. We don't see this from Carter Hart. Allows 6 goals on 26 shots tonight and absolutely wrecking the twig against the net there.
Oh, this is a tough loss here for the Buffalo Sabres. They played extremely well in this game, and as I've said, they've done everything that the coach asked to them, with the exception of win.
2-1, but the Sharks came back and tied it up in the dying, and I mean dying seconds of the second period. Here's Matt Cullen. Score! And the Wild win it 4-3 as they win the shootout. Radulov parked in front. Galchenyuk fires, scores! For this one. He's still steaming over that call that led to the power play, that led to the Galchenyuk game-winning goal, and that's 2 straight games where Galchenyuk has had the overtime winner.
To win the game for the Canadians. And the reaction from Tuukka Rask. Not a good one on all fronts.
With a shot, that did not make it through. Now Nyquist drops it off. Score! Erik Karlsson wins it for the Sharks.
Is close, and there's Meyer with his right hand.
Officials heading to their locker room. Sharks win it 5-4 in overtime.
And now Troy Brouwer trying to win it for the Blues. Here he comes, and he scores! Brouwer! And the Blues, a huge shootout victory. He was the lucky 7th shooter for the Blues as they win it and wrap up the road trip with a 2-1 shootout win.
And for Blake Wheeler and the Jets, a frustrating game. As you mentioned, Hunter Ryan, the first time all season long they've lost 2 games in a row in regulation. They've always had a great response, and Blake Wheeler just chucks that game puck right over the glass at the end in disgust.
And he can win it. He's in on Smith. He shoots and he scores. And the Blue Jackets have won this game in a shootout 3-2.
I feel bad for Mike Smith. I'll tell you what, there's not much more he could do. And you see the frustration. He wanted to tomahawk chop that post in the worst way.
For the Rangers, they end up with the extra point, and they hang on to first place in the Eastern Conference. Gabrick with his 2nd of the game.
Brought to you by New York Life. Tuukka Rask's 7-game winning streak comes.
Fisher, Neal, Wilson with Yossi and Weber, but it's a 2-on-1. Patrick Marleau back from Couture, scores! For San Jose on this night. When you're behind, you have to take risks. Nashville does here. Pitching in Roman Yossi. Or pardon me, it was Shea Weber with the hit. The Sharks get the puck out of the zone. Here's the hit. Here's the odd man rush. And how about unselfish? Marleau started it. Couture got it back to Marleau. And what a shot. And again, Hardly a chance for Pecorine. And there's what he's going through. And the change of goaltenders for Nashville.
And eventually, he cashes in. And when things aren't going your way, sometimes the frustration sets in. For Jamie Benn, he kind of sums this up for his team, and not just once or twice. Making an odd number 3 times right there. My advice, take it out on something wearing a blue jersey.
Checked by Pesek. He gets slammed to the boards by Kadri. And then Matheson hits Kadri. Puck is out to center. Balassi went after
now he's going to get it for Belly.
Yeah. We've got Kadri and Matheson going at it and some calls.
You got to get Kadri going as well, and for retaliating, you've got to make this an even call. I think Matheson's going to go, right?
It may only be one call to Nazem Kadri as he slams his stick, and he's hearing an earful from the NHL official in the box. You do not see that very often.
No, you certainly don't.
Wow.
Afternoon.
Around to Yanni Gord once again. Works it up and ahead. Point got it back to the line. Trigger scores! The blade came off of Rask's skate, and he is beside himself.
Happens down low, and Rask losing his marbles here as he's not happy with the referee that they didn't see that he was in distress there.
Phil Kessel's had quite a night, a very emotional one, as for a lot of the Penguins on their bench.
Now the ups and downs of emotion of being a professional hockey player, it's a lot of back and forth from teammate to talking to himself to trying to turn the game around. He has been one frustrated player. You have to move the puck, as he is emphatic there. And I don't remember a game where I've seen that much discussion. Every single time he's come back to the bench, it seems like there's an animated conversation.